Like, I don't wake up in the middle of the night looking for octopus to eat or something. When I say spice, it has to have pepper inside. It needs to make you want to cry. Wasn't me. That's like a regular question. So to answer your question, what's up? Hi people, welcome back to my channel. So today I just want to have a chit chat with you guys and answer some questions, bugging questions regarding my pregnancy and how it's been so far. I have a couple of questions here on my phone, so I'm just going to answer from them. If you have any other one aside this, you can leave it in the comment section and I'll get to it. All right, so you're welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Chineye and this is my YouTube channel. Here I share videos, itty bitties of my life in Canada and what I get up to. If you like what you see, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share my videos. Thank you. Let's go. So the first question is, what was your first reaction when you found out? First reaction. Honestly, my first reaction, I was absolutely indifferent. I don't know how to place the reaction, but I'm not sure there was any reaction. I was just like, oh wait, you pregnant, girl, you pregnant. I think that was basically how I felt. I mean, that was my initial reaction. The whole excitement that came with it came like much later, but my first reaction wasn't exactly excitement, or I was just like, oh wait, hold on, wait a minute, is that for real? And that was it. So yeah. Second question is, were you trying to conceive or how did it happen? No, not necessarily. I wasn't trying to. It wasn't something I was working towards. It wasn't like the targets we had at the moment. So it's best to say it just happened. So it just happened and here we are. The question, what was the first sign you got to find out you were pregnant? First sign, I think that was rather obvious. First sign was that my period disappeared on me. It bailed on me. I couldn't find it. Like, it was gone. And then the next was now me doing a test to like double confirm, you know, the urine test. That was the second one, but first one was definitely my period. Next question, how were the trimesters for you? Trimesters, I'll try and break this down as simple, or rather as short as possible. So for the first trimester, honestly, that was my best trimester. Like, the best of the best was my first trimester. I didn't really have any issue with nausea, morning sickness, vomiting, this, that. Nope. My first trimester, I was hyper energetic. I was so like I wasn't feeling anything. I'm telling you guys honestly, the regular things that people always say happen to them never happened to me during my first trimester. I think the basic thing was, I noticed I had tender breast, but the tenderness on the breast is something I get regularly, like it comes with my period. So it wasn't really something new or a new feeling. The obvious next thing for the first trimester was period was gone for good. My skin was glowing. Okay, I started having a very heightened sense of smell from my first trimester. Like, if you're over there, I can smell you from here. It was that bad. So because of that, I even got rid of most of my fragrance stuff, like fragrance, shower gel, lotion. I couldn't stand them. Soaps, I couldn't stand. I had to go for like no fragrance product, and it's been like that anyways up till now. So yeah, that was basically first. Then the second trimester, in the second trimester, I was still so, well, not full of energy, but the energy had dropped, but not like dropped, if you get what I mean. I still had some energy. I could still muster some energy, at least for the beginning and the middle part of the second trimester. But the symptom that is related to pregnancy I started getting then was spitting. So I was spitting, I was bloated. Obviously my flat belly japa on me too, like my flat belly disappeared. I started getting a little bump. I became an emotional wreck, sort of, not a total wreck, but I started being a little more emotional than I would usually be. I started getting easily irritated by things, just about anything, any little thing. And then towards the end of the second trimester, I started getting fatigued, started getting swollen leg, back pain. Oh my goodness, that back pain. That was something. I started getting back pain and my neck began to get dark from my second trimester. So the whole melanin you've been seeing on my neck all this while, it started like towards the end of my second trimester, like maybe around 24 to 26 weeks. I just started seeing that. And yeah, so for the third one, this third trimester, okay, first of all, I am not able to sleep as I would. That sleep issue is something that I don't know how to explain, but like I literally stay up for the longest time before I can go to bed, and belly everywhere. I think that's another obvious one. There's like belly everywhere now, so you're moving, your center of gravity is now like at your belly. So standing straight, anything that keeps you standing the normal way you'd stand, it was no more working for me. Like, it's no more comfortable for me, if I should say it that way. Next, for this third trimester, more swollen legs. Like, my legs could get so swollen, if you touch it, it's soft like puff puff that they just finished frying. More lower back pain, Braxton Hicks, like the, what they call it, fake labor, whatever. I've been getting lots of that. Sometimes I get some cramping, not labor though, like it just happens and then it goes away. Obvious like physical change, like, you know, flesh. I've added flesh in so many places now. My neck, my melanin pigment is just adding up per millisecond, so it's getting darker and darker. I got bigger lips. Yeah, I think my lips got bigger. My nose, not much. In fact, my nose didn't get bigger. Look at my nose and tell me, but I'm not sure it got bigger. But my lips did get bigger. I started eating like a thief. Like, I always want to have my mouth moving with something, but I still try to control it. So sometimes it's moving with something. It could be fruit, it could be nuts, but food, yeah, I've been craving more to eat more. I've been having indigestion, like gas reflux. I think one food that has always made that happen is beans. So anything with beans, like proper beans, beans porridge, if I have like akara, I get this heartburn. But I mean, I still eat my beans once in a while, but towards now, like towards the ending of this pregnancy now, I have tried to substitute my beans with chickpeas. So like, instead of making beans porridge with proper beans, I use chickpeas, which still tastes the same, more like. So at least that doesn't give me heartburn. That's good. And spicy food also gives me heartburn now. And that's so funny because naturally I'm a lover of spicy food. When I say spice, it has to have pepper inside. It needs to make you want to cry. That's how I used to love my food, but right now I can't really stand those. And more fatigue. I have zero energy for anything. As in, when I get energized to do anything, it's like a gold mine. It's like once in a while thing in this third trimester, but I barely have energy for anything. So we're just winging it out and waiting till the end. I hope that answers the trimester questions. So next I have What's the biggest change you encountered while pregnant? Okay, I think my biggest change, the one that really shocked, is like the way my neck started getting dark. Oh my goodness, when that actually started happening, I was like, okay. In fact, I used to think it would happen maybe towards the 3rd trimester. Man, mine started in the 2nd trimester, and then just like that, it's getting darker and darker. I think that's like the biggest change. Every other thing is pretty much expected, like, you know, throwing on some pounds. It's expected. It comes with the package. So next, how did hubby take the news? Should I insert the video where I showed him the pregnancy test strip? Maybe I should, or maybe I shouldn't. Anyways, his reaction was just more like mine, indifferent. Like, those were his initial reactions too. Next question. What has been your major pregnancy craving? If I tell you guys, my major craving, which I'm still craving up till now, which I've not had, I've been craving agidi jollof and omyopopo. That is what I'm still craving it up till now. Hopefully I get to have it after the baby comes, but I don't think I get aggressive cravings, because most people would have bawalado because of this my craving. Maybe every other week is one of the things that I'm still constantly craving. I've not had any crazy craving, like I don't wake up in the middle of the night looking for octopus to eat or something. No, not necessarily. In fact, I haven't had any crazy cravings. Nope, I can't think of anything crazy. Anything I've craved is something that is always within reach. You know, I could just stay and, oh, what I want to eat now is okra soup without ogbono inside or something. I mean, that is within reach. It's something we can easily prepare. Or maybe I'll just want to eat jollof rice, within reach. But I no, I didn't have any out of pocket cravings. Nope. Next question. Are you having a boy or a girl? Yes, don't say it. Yeah, I know some of you already know my baby's gender. In fact, most of you already know, but you know, this video is already out there, so what the hell. Anyways, if you already know, pretend like you don't know from this point. And if you don't know, well, let's keep enjoying the video. You know, one thing with this question, here in Canada, this is like the regular question that everybody would always ask you, especially when they see the baby bump and you're outside. Oh, what is it, a boy or a girl? Everybody's always asking. So to answer your question, I'm having me a little baby boy. I'm having a boy. Yes. Moving on. Were you able to work out during this pregnancy? Workouts. And it's funny, right? Before I got pregnant, I was a fitness, you know, enthusiast. But from the start of this pregnancy till now, the only thing I have been doing to keep fit is dancing. That is the only thing I can manage to do. All my regular exercises, I've not been able to do them. Once in a very dry while, I will probably do some yoga, do some stretches, but the only thing that has been constant is that I would always dance. And dancing is exercise, so that is my only exercise. But if there's any other exercise you have in mind, wasn't me. I wasn't there. I wasn't doing it. Next question. Was there any scare moments you had while pregnant? Okay, this question. Scare moments. Sometime during my 2nd trimester. So there was a time I was having this pain on my what's this hand side? Left lower abdomen. I was having this constant pain. I was having back pain alongside with it, and it just wasn't going away. I even wanted to, you know, do some massage, maybe physio or some pregnancy massage thing then, because I don't know, it just became something that was there, and then it was kind of intensifying as the days were going by, and it was so weird. I didn't know what it was, but when I told my midwife, you know, she said I should come to the hospital. They had to hook a monitor to my belly, you know, to monitor the baby for I think maybe 45 minutes to an hour or so. Then took a urine sample, did some tests, and all these they were doing it because they thought I was in preterm labor. I didn't know what I was supposed to I was supposed to think that was. I mean, when I was having the experience, I didn't know what it was supposed to imply, so I wasn't exactly scared. But when they now said what they thought, I was like, oh really? But eventually the whole test came back negative. Baby was fine, hatch rate was fine, everything was fine, and I was asked to go home. So I went home. I think just because of the pain, she suggested I take Tylenol or so, and I took it. Maybe I took it for a day, like maybe 3 times or 2 times in a day, and by the next day, funny enough, this whole pain was gone. And this pain was with me for about a week. Up till now, I don't know what to call it, but it disappeared. It went on its own. So maybe that could have been the scare moments I had. Other than that, nothing else. It's just been the pregnancy happiness. Question: baby kicks, how does it feel for you? Okay, I'll start from the beginning. So initially, maybe around say 20 weeks, maybe 18 to 22 weeks, within that period, right? They say that within that time you're supposed to start feeling your baby. I wasn't feeling anything, and I was really craving. I wanted to feel these kicks, I mean, come on. I wasn't feeling anything. I started feeling my baby's movement, which was more like bubbles or like flutters. That was what I started feeling, maybe around 24 weeks to 25 weeks. That was when I started feeling it. So initially it was just that, and then as we progressed into the major part and ending part of that first trimester, I started feeling like, I could see a little movement when I look at my belly and the baby is moving. I could see that. But now in this 3rd trimester, this child is moving like somebody that is doing calisthenics inside my stomach. The baby kicks now. At some point these days it even hurts, because the baby is already head down, and then the baby is kicking sometimes on my lungs, or just I see the feet, like I can see the leg, the tiny legs. I can see them when I look at my belly when it's moving, and the bum, I can see the bum up here. Myself, I'll be singing whenever it's moving the bum. I'll be singing 6 months. Yeah, so right now in this 3rd trimester, the baby kicks are definitely more intense. I can feel everything now, like feel it way more than when it started, which I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, question: what are your bed plans? Do you plan on home birth, unmedicated, epidural? Home birth, you and who? No, I do not plan on home birth. I don't have that in my plan. I've never had it in my plan. Well, all things being equal, I plan to have my birth in the hospital. So cancel home birth first. I plan to have medicated birth. So I'm expecting to get my epidural as at when I get to the hospital and when I need to get it. So epidural is definitely on my list. So all things being equal, epidural is there. Giving birth in a hospital is the next question. Do you intend to breastfeed exclusively, or bottle feed, or both? I intend to feed my child. Should I say that again? I intend to feed my child. So when I have my baby, if the breast milk starts coming, I feed my baby breast milk. If the breast milk is not coming, we are going to start with the bottles, like with the formula. That's what I mean, formula. Because in most cases, especially as a first-time mom, you don't start, your breast milk doesn't start running like a river and ocean once you just put to bed. And if you can't feed baby, like if you can't feed baby to full with your breast milk, you give the baby milk. So me, I intend to feed my baby. However my baby gets fed is not even what I'm bothered about. My baby just needs to feed. So if the breast milk is not enough, we are going with formula. Until the breast milk is enough, then we are going to do breast milk. I'm also hoping that the baby would even be willing to take the milk, because some of them have their own decisions before they reach here. I intend to breastfeed at least for the first few months. As far as the breast milk supply is there, for the first 6 months I intend to breastfeed. Oh yeah, that's how I have it in my head though. The next question, any plans for more kids? This mountain that I'm on top of, you know, when I come down from it, then we'll start talking about it. Right now I'm just interested in having my baby that is in the belly first. When I finish having this baby, then we can talk about if there are more of these types coming along. Yeah, so that's not something I can talk about. Last question I have here, do you enjoy being pregnant? Really, this video, I'm trying my best not to tell my pregnancy, like tell the stories in details here, because I would like to tell the whole pregnancy and childbirth story together in a separate video. But the question of do you enjoy being pregnant, it has a long version, a long answer and a short answer, and I'm going to give both of them. The long answer is pregnancy is not as glamorous as people make it look. It has never felt that way to me, like it's a glamorous whatever. No, that is not how it has ever felt for me since this journey started. Well, I enjoyed the first semester, but like since the whole bomb thing started coming on and the hormones were everywhere and everything is happening in my body, nope. I think it's one of the biggest sacrifice somebody could ever do. Like the biggest sacrifice you could ever make in life is to carry a child. You know, carry the child to as much as you can carry the child and birth the child. I don't think all those glitz and glams, for me, it has never really felt that way. Nope. So that's the long answer. And the short answer, do you enjoy being pregnant? I just want to give birth. I'm tired. That's the short answer. So I just want the baby to be here already. So yeah, you guys, that is the end of the questions and answers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to leave me a comment. All right, tell me how you'd be doing you down below, and also like the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next one. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.